Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video, and I am on the test server trying something out which is going to blow your brains. I've got to say, something like this may well just be hotfix because it's too damn crazy as it is right now. We're on the test server. We're looking at the new Void Legendary EMIC. Damn, he is doing some crazy, crazy stuff right now. So we've got EMIC Trunkheart, the new Void Legendary. He's the fusion champion for this week. I will do like a proper guide video on him. Probably going to come out tomorrow. But this one I just had to put out there because it's too fun. So he's got this A1, right? Increases the value of all shields on this champion by 25%. And also increases the value of a shield buff on an ally with the lowest HP by 25%. Loads of people in my kind of initial video were saying, oh, I wonder if he could be a replacement for Brogni in an Infinity team. I've got to tell you guys, he doesn't replace Brogni. Like, he goes so far past Brogni. Brogni's like, I thought I was the good one. Like, literally, this dude does it in obscene fashion. So, we're going to be trying him out in an Infinity team. And I've got to say, if they don't straight nerf this, which I think they will, they're going to have to do something, I think, because it's too crazy. Then, if they don't, then I think this team could be made with way easier champions because it's so good. So what we got going on? He's got this A2, which puts a shield on his whole team equal to 30% of his max HP. So one shield on the whole team. You've got other shields that you can put either by bringing someone in with a shield set or by giving everybody 2 pieces of divine artifacts. So you could fill 2 slots with divine, and that will give you double shields. And then whoever he's increasing the shield of will just grow as long as you can keep the buff count up. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing in my old school Infinity team to make this work. So my old school team was Krisk. For this team right now, I'm using Krisk, right? But if they don't change this, I don't think we need Krisk anymore. I think it used to be you needed Brogni and Krisk. I think with this new fella, you actually wouldn't need Krisk because it scales so fast. But anyway, Krisk is coming in toxic gear for me, and he has got 288 speed and he's got accuracy. They're the 2 stats you actually need. Otherwise, you're just trying to keep him alive because he's your ally protector. I've got Lanakis, who is a buff extender in reflex gear. Basically, what she's doing is she is just going to continuously use her ally attack whilst increasing the duration of our buffs. She's great for this, but any buff extender that's either on a 3-turn cooldown or is very cool, like Lanakis, is worth using. My other buff extender is actually going to be a rare because she also brings us a weaken on her A1. It's a weak source weaken, but she's a good champion for this. So yeah, Hellborn Sprite here gives us the increased buff rate on the A3. And then the dude that's going to do all the damage is this big fella, Corpulent Cadaver, the rare. So this is not new news. But we used to have to pair it with a Brogni and honestly some pretty obscene gear to get like silly numbers. His A1 just does more damage depending on the size of your shield. So we've got shield growing, and I've got him in divine piece here to give him a second shield. So he's got that second shield. So his shield is growing every time our new guy, EMIC, does an A1. Yes, you think ally attack, that's an A1. Counter attack is an A1. I've literally just been farming retaliation gear on EMIC. I don't own any. All I've got is a bunch of weapons. But if I had more, I would put it on Corpulent Cadaver and EMIC. Because the retaliation means we just get more A1s. Yeah, I've got artifacts. I've only got 1 again. But artifacts which give you retaliation with like this revenge set just means more A1s, yeah? So I guess let's go through team setup. Let me show you the speeds and everything of how this is going to work. For this particular fight, it is fast. But as I say, I think we can downplay the requirements a lot based on how crazy this is right now. So EMIC, 184 speed. High health, but high health isn't really that important. Open with your A2 to give everyone a shield, and then you're just going to A1 for the rest of the fight. Corpulent Cadaver, all you're doing is A1 in, my friend. 195 speed. And then tank. Doesn't matter any other stats. Lanakis. Open with your A3. And then forget about it. And then just A2 whenever you can. 270 speed and defensive stats. Or you might bring a bit of crit for a tiny bit of extra damage. But honestly, compared to what Corpulent does, doesn't really matter. Krisk is fast. 288. Opens with his increased speed ability for your team, and then he will do his A2 whenever he can. Enough accuracy to land his drop defense and drop attack from his passive. But again, as I say, Krisk, I think, can be replaced in this style of team if they let this through. And then we got a 247 speed Hellborn, enough accuracy to land the weaken, and then kind of tanky type of build. Full auto from the start. Will run on any affinity. It does mean that we start tanking stuns, which we didn't used to with Brogni. But you'll see what happens here. We've got the double shield. Yeah, on anyone that's got the artifacts with the double shield. We're putting the decreased defense and attack out as well on the clan boss. And then basically, every time we get an A1 away, we get this growth shield. See this double growth shield going up? Every time he does his A1, we grow the shield of the cadaver. Watch how quickly we ramp up damage. It is obscene. 100k hits already. He does take the stun because I don't have a Brogni in this setup. Could we get Brogni in here? I'm not sure, honestly. But he's going to take the stun, which means he's going to get one less attack away. It's not ideal. Double growth shield. 335k. We're on turn 4 right now. The shields are growing. Nearly 500,000 hit there. If I had double Lanarkis, it would be growing even quicker because Lanarkis would do the same job again over here. And then I've got the counter-attack gear on, the retaliation gear. So even that is giving me A1s, A1s, A1s. Hitting for 1.6 mil. We're on turn 5 here. 1.6 million. I would like to see if I could squeeze a Brogni in somehow, but this is just literally first dibs on this. I think I might have just seen a 5 mil. 5 mil. Turn 6. Just cracked him for 5 million damage. 8 million. Oh my god. This is absolutely crazy. 12 million damage. Like, are they letting this through? That's the question. Are they letting this combo stay in the game? Because I would say, even without, you absolutely have got to keep this buff up. Like, you've got to keep the double shield alive, which means you need buff extenders to happen. But in the past, you had to have Krisk really to make this work. I don't think that's needed anymore because of how quickly we've one-keyed this boss. Look at the damage. It's absolutely absurd, the ramp up. Absolutely absurd. 40 million a hit by 2 minutes 20. I mean, it's crazy, crazy numbers. And honestly, I feel like if this Krisk is another Hellborn, like, I just think it's totally doable. Totally doable. For, like, a much easier to build comp if they let this stay in the game. I'm almost certain, though, guys, that they will not. Because it's kind of ridiculous, right? You've got to be with me on this one. That this is borderline absurd at this point. 60 million smacks. More growth of shield. Doubles the damage. Every time he hits, we're doubling our damage, aren't we? I think every time he hits, we're basically doubling our damage. Oh, it's gross. 135. Another hit. Oh, no, we stayed the same somehow. Look, I'm going to one-shot this clan boss live on the test server. The clan boss is taking an absolute knock. Counter-attack, number 135. You can physically see the chunks. Who's ever seen it before where the clan boss is being absolutely chunked? 1.3 mil damage already. We've barely started. 3 minutes 40 in. Oh, man. It's absolutely crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy. 200 million hits right there. I can't see it staying in the game. I can't. But if it does, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyone who was unsure whether he was going to change their account for Clan Boss, as I say, I don't think you have to have what we've got here. Would need to be fast. If you don't have Chris, then all the speeds kind of go up. But I did run a kind of cool version of this on my stream a couple of nights ago using a Nia and a Painkeeper. And I wonder if that would be worth re-evaluating if they let this through. All I can think of, though, and this might be a bad one for some people here, all I can think of is that they might end up nerfing Corpulent Cadaver. Because are they going to nerf the new dude that's just joined the game? Because outside of this, I mean, maybe we're going to try it in Hydra in a sec as well. Outside of this, I don't know what it does. But, damn. I've hit the cap of damage. You see everyone else is taking a knock. We're only 5 minutes in. I've hit the damage cap. Oh. 457 mil. Per hit. Per hit. Like, oh my God. It's so gross. And the thing is, like, these two will take so long to die now. The others are going to die relatively quick. But these two, with these whopping great shields, are going to be incredibly long-lasting here, I think. I don't know. Maybe we will lose the Ally Protect, I guess. But, I mean, it's just such a massive whack each time. Thing is, we stop seeing how much extra damage we're getting here, but it's still going up. I'll show you at the end. Because every single slap is of near enough a 500 million smack. Like, what the hell are we seeing? What the hell is going on? Another one. Like that. Take this, Glam Boss. Whack. I don't know if we've capped out his damage because it's not changed for a while. I don't know if we've capped out even the number I can show you here. Couple gone down. Yeah, that's not changing now. So maybe we're literally at like the cap of what he can do. 457. Oh, so gross. I mean, the current world record before this patch goes live was actually on my stream the other night. It was like 3 billion. No, what was it? Like 3.5 billion, I think? Something like that. The world record. Something like 3.5 bill. Hold on, it's gone up. It's now 640. Something's changed. I don't know what we did, but we just hit up to the 640 million per hit. I mean, what's going on? How's this allowed? How is this allowed? And when does it end? I'm surprised we're still going, honestly, like with these two. How long does this run last for? Do we still go to like maximum stacks here? No, because Chris has gone down, so we've lost the Ally Protect. I wonder if we actually start to take a dive quite quickly now because we've lost Ally Protect, but we're just growing this shield over and over. Like, how much longer do these last? I guess we'll just let it play out and see what sort of damage we do at the end. Okay, actually didn't last long at all. The shields, once the Ally Protector dropped, I didn't even need to get rid of the camera. We were straight back. How much did we do? 22 billion damage just from Corpulent Cadaver. How ridiculous. How absurd. There you go. So that is now the new world record until one of the big boys breaks that. I'll tell you what we're going to do quickly here. Does this work in Hydra? We're going to hard, I think, and see what we can do. So we've got EMIC here leading the way. We've got the other kind of normal crew from our clan boss run, and then I brought Brogni in as maybe another shield increaser. One thing I haven't called out yet is like EMIC will always increase the shield of the leader unless he is the leader, in which case he will do position 2. Yeah, so if you had Corpulent Cadaver down the back here, he won't be the guy getting the shield growth. But yeah, everyone else is kind of as we would expect it. We do have a head of torment in this setup, so it might be quite challenging to get this done. But I guess let's see if we can get some shield growth on Hydra clan boss as well, and see if it does the same type of thing. I've built everyone differently, so everyone's now got high resistance to try and stop me just getting all of these buffs stolen. If the buffs get stolen, honestly, it's just going to be a nightmare. So we don't have any way to deal with the head of torment in this team. Brogni goes a little way of dealing with it, I suppose. Already, though, that shield growth is looking quite juicy. We're getting the double shield growth from the A1s, but we are getting feared up by the head of torment, so that's going to be nasty. Can we keep the buffs up with this many buff extenders is a question. I'm not sure. Hopefully we can. When they're getting feared is the problem, because if they try and use a skill when they're true feared, then it will still put it on cooldown, which is definitely not ideal. So the Head of Torment kind of needs to get one shot by this dude as soon as possible. Let's stop hitting the Head of Torment, fellas. 100k hits already. We're getting the shield growth. He's lost one of his shields already, though. Look at that. So the buff extenders are not quite doing their job, which might mean that I need another buff extender where Brogni is. So, yeah, I think it's definitely doable. Might be beyond my level of account, honestly. And the trouble is, as soon as someone's lost some health, he stops trying to increase the shield here and will try and top up the health of whoever's lost some. So now the shield will not grow anymore until it gets fixed. I don't know. I think there might be something in this. I think there may be a way to get this type of comp working on Hydra. But anyway, we shall leave it there. So what do you think? Is this getting through or is it too damn busted? I've been Hell Hades on the test server. I'll see you later.